Good afternoon, Monmouth family. It's that time of the day. Welcome to E Squared with me, Emily Maxim, and
Elena Wharton.
Welcome back. We have an awesome show for you today. But first, we have another surprise that happened. Big Time Rush just released another song, barely giving us any warning. And you know, Elena and I have to hop on it right when it starts.
Of course.
Yes, we're so excited. We're going to play the new song by Big Time Rush called Can't Get Enough. And that was Big Time Rush's new song, Can't Get Enough.
It is so good.
I love it. And again, apologize for the little technical difficulties. This is actually the second show hosting this semester. So I thought, okay, I got everything done, and then I forgot to turn on the laptop mic, so that was my fault.
You're still a little new to the big chair, so it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. There's still always more to learn. But yeah, Big Time Rush just released this new single. Oh my gosh, completely new vibe. Oh my, especially with they've got pastel colors going on in their promotional pictures for this. It's like light pinks and other fun colors. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we mentioned last week how they made in that same picture they made Kendall a meme because he looked like an ice. He looked he looked either like Sully from Monsters Inc. or was it the cotton candy ice cream cone because he was wearing khakis and the purple and blue or pink and blue shirt.
Whatever he was wearing.
A whole ice cream cone.
So many memes of Kendall. That's so funny. People are so creative.
Yeah. I can't think of a meme I can't think of something that quickly to make a meme, and I'm just it already happened. It was in hours that they were saying, oh, this looks like you.
I know. And then he was posting them too. It's oh my gosh, this is so good. But yeah, speaking of things being so good, that song is so good. Yeah, we made a reaction video to it, which was so super fun because we both filmed it by ourselves, and I didn't know what you did, and you didn't know what I did, but we put it together, and I think it turned out really fun.
Yeah, it was. I was just worried because I never did a reaction video before, so when I see it on when I see people do reaction stuff on Instagram or something, I'm should I be standing here just listening? Because I felt that's what I was doing. I was just I had my phone on my face. I'm oh, I'm not doing anything, so I start bopping my head, but I'm just listening, and I'm just trying to get in. I mean, I am into it, but just try to show my reaction, but I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no, you explained it very well. I already knew that the vision that I had for this video was not going to be what you would usually see on YouTube.
Exactly.
People do full reaction videos of them listening to the song the entire time. I mean, I just basically I looked through both of ours and I picked reactions that I thought were really either fun or funny, and I just put a compilation of that together, and it turned out really good, I think.
Yeah, it did. I liked it a lot, and I was thank you for not getting my awkward angles where I'm just blanking out and just getting into it.
I think my favorite part of the video is probably when you put the camera on your cat.
Oh yeah.
That's so fun.
Because he was sitting there. I was oh, I should put him in. He was on his little cat tower.
Yeah. Oh, so cute. Yeah, so if you want to check out that video, you can go over to our TikTok, which is at @E_WMCX. Yeah, because we put it up on there.
And it is also on our Instagram. Well, because most of the time when Elena posts stuff on our TikTok, it'll usually go to, some of them will go on to our Instagram. So even if you don't have TikTok, I still don't have my own TikTok yet, you can find it on Instagram. So even if you don't have any data like I do, you can just find it on Instagram.
Yeah, look at us. We're really good with the social media.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
Yeah, what else did I want to mention? Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of Big Time Rush news.
There's so much. I think that's why I can't gather my thoughts, because there's a lot to talk about.
Want me to talk about one thing?
Oh, well.
Tour.
Hold on. We'll hold off on the tour for now. But they were on the Today Show on Monday, which that was really exciting. I tried watching it, but I had to go to a class, so I was trying to watch and see if I could just catch a little bit of it before I left, but no. But I watched it afterwards.
I still have to watch it. I think it's just because, well, Mondays I have 3 classes, and then I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll watch it after this, and then I still haven't watched it yet, but I got to. And it was the same day that they released Can't Get Enough.
Yeah.
So it was like a whole day of, we're gonna get into it, like a whole day of like so many things.
I know. Oh my gosh, that's what I wanted to mention. It was so hard like waiting to listen to the song for the first time.
I know.
Because I'm like, I have to get a genuine reaction for this video. But yeah, on the Today Show, they looked amazing. You have to see their outfits. Oh my gosh.
I gotta watch it. Like I said, I'm always I am always the last person to watch anything, only because I'll start a task, or like say if it's homework or something, I'm like, okay, I'll do it then, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I swear I don't mean to.
No, it's all right. I was looking at the TV for like the last possible second before I had to go. I'm like, oh, when are they gonna come on? But no, I did end up missing it. But then I watched it. I think the first version of their performance that I saw was someone on YouTube filmed their TV. Like, they filmed their TV and posted that on YouTube. I'm like, that is so funny. But thank you for servicing the public.
No, because those are helpful. I remember before, back in my day, as a 2000s kid, that's how I remember most videos were filmed anyway. Like, say if I would because like I said, I'm a gamer. I would watch like people play like a certain video game, and it's not like, you know, those YouTubers that have the thing up on their screen. It was just somebody filming their TV. So it just reminded me of that. Like, this is what we grew up doing, like filming the TV to post it on YouTube.
That's so fun. Yeah, I've seen a couple people do that. That's really funny. I mean, it's the quickest way to just like get something up on YouTube that people want to see.
I feel like nowadays I'm always like that type of person. Like if I see, oh, it's filmed on the TV, I don't watch it anymore, because then you find the high quality video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but their performance, definitely check it out, because they oh my gosh. And I love when they add little like bits of choreography. Like I just like freak out every time. They'll do like one like move all together, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's so satisfying.
It is so satisfying. And they had 4 microphone stands, and I was like, oh, this is like super classy. It was just really fun. Very good performance. I don't really know what I was expecting, but they did a great job. And the song, oh, I was so relieved, because every time Big Time Rush comes out with a new song, like, we know that they're experimenting with new sounds, like they're still kind of reinventing themselves, and it's like, okay, well, what are they gonna do this time? But this song did not disappoint.
I love it. I think it gives me, like, in a way, I don't listen to him that much, but it kind of gave me like Charlie Puth vibes in a way.
Yeah.
So when I was listening to this, I was like, oh, Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth. You know what my sister said? I wonder if she's listening right now.
Hi, Stephanie.
Our official E Squared photographer. She's not here today, but
she didn't get fired, we swear.
No, she didn't. She didn't get fired yet. But when they had just like a little clip of the song out, just like those little teasers, you will never believe what she said it sounded like. So we listened to it together, and she's like, it sounds like a toothpaste commercial. I'm like, that is the most random thing you could say that it sounds like.
But it sounds like a Stephanie phrase.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. And then when we listened to the entire song, she's like, well, it sounds less like a toothpaste commercial now. So I guess it was just a little bit. Press 3D white. I can't get enough.
It's so, I love that. And like I said, she didn't get fired.
No, she's a busy bee too. She's also a college student, so we completely understand.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just thinking about all the work I have. Anyway, do you want to play a song, Emily?
Sure, I have a song up. Let me make sure I actually put on the right thing, because if you're in the studio, I just found out what I did wrong. I turned on, we have 2 little outlets for the computer. I turned on the second one instead of the first one, so don't fire me. I have a song for you all with the right thing. This is I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. And that was I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie.
That was so nice. My sister, she actually texted me. First, she texted me that she thought that it was funny how I mentioned the toothpaste thing, the toothpaste commercial that she thought Can't Get Enough sounded like.
Well, Stephanie just realized that this is a show for exposing you now, and
yes.
Any of our family members.
Watch out. And also, she said that this song is on her fall playlist. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing that.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, well, this is one of the songs. I think it was actually the #1 song on like that Spotify Unwrapped thing. Like, because I would replay, and I still do. I replay this song for hours. It's just such a good song.
Do you think it gives off fall vibes? I think
it does. Yeah, I just like think about it too because like I like listen to the lyrics. Even besides like fall vibes, I listen to like the lyrics and stuff, and I'm like, this song is so touching. Like, so that's why I like replay it because then I like listen to it, the fall vibes, and just because it's such a good song, it's so emotional. I remember I first heard it in like a thrift store, so I looked it up. I was like trying to find the lyrics because my Shazam thing wasn't working, the app. No. So I was like, oh, this is a song, and here we are. It was my Spotify 2022 most played song.
Wow. You know, I just put Shazam on my phone like yesterday.
Right.
Because you can put it like in the control center on your phone.
You can. I'm still learning it. Like now I messed it up, so I don't have the actual app. I just have to type in Shazam. So I don't know what happened. I mean, it's fine, but I still find songs.
Yeah, I was listening to WMCX 88.9 FM.
Me too.
And I was like, oh, cool. What song is this? And I guess I was too lazy to kind of just like memorize the lyrics, which I usually do. I usually like pick a line and I'm like, okay, let me just like burn it into my brain so I remember, and when I look it up, I'll find the song. So instead of doing that, I remembered, I'm like, oh, let me just add Shazam to my control center, and I did, and I hit the button. I'm like, well, this is so easy.
It is, and like I do the same thing because I listen to 88.9 every time I go to school. And I'll listen to some songs. I'm like, wow, this is really good. And well, you're not supposed to text and drive, but then like say I'll pull over for a second, get my Shazam up and then find it. And then now I think I added a couple songs from like my like whatever songs I heard, I added it to our little playlist. So I have some songs just from this radio station. So
oh my gosh, I love that. All right, I have a song that I would like to play next. So, I have a friend in the music industry program. I talk a lot about the music industry program here at Monmouth just because it's so amazing. So there's an artist here, Abby Garcia. She just released a cover of a Holly Humberstone song called Deep End. And as soon as I heard this cover, I immediately knew that I wanted to play it on our show just because it's really beautiful. She did such a wonderful job with this song. And I like added it to my own playlists and stuff just because it's that good. So everyone, please enjoy Deep End by Abby Garcia. And that was Abby Garcia's cover of Deep End. Oh, so beautiful.
It was. And I was listening to that, and same thing with All Follow Into the Dark. That was, that was giving me the feels.
Yes.
It was so good.
Oh,
Abby,
yeah.
I never met you in person, but congrats. That was that was a really good cover, and I hope to meet you in person, and so I can say thank you in person. I can't talk right now, but it's okay.
That's all right.
I'm just speechless.
Of course, that song leaves me speechless too. Her cover is amazing. Definitely, to all you listeners out there, definitely check it out wherever you listen to your music. I listen to it on Spotify, but I'm sure even if you have Apple Music, Amazon Music, you could probably find it there as well. And if you also want to follow her on Instagram, you can find her at Abigail's Music, but there are 2 A's in the beginning, so watch out. So it would be like A Abigail's Music if you want to check out Abby Garcia. And yeah, check out her cover of Deep End wherever you find your music. Yeah, all right. But as we mentioned before, a lot has happened with Big Time Rush over just the past week alone, and we're going to get into some pretty interesting topics, so buckle up, everyone. So if you didn't know, I think we mentioned this last week, but Big Time Rush asked people to make videos on TikTok saying what they can't get enough of in their town, city, or college. And they're like, oh, we want to come do acoustic shows.
Yeah.
So show us what you can't get enough of. And we knew from then that they were going to release a song called Can't Get Enough. So it's like, oh, this is definitely like part of their promotion. But oh my gosh, let's try and get Big Time Rush to Monmouth University. And I don't even know how to explain this.
We're a little bit, not happy, but
just a little. So let's see. I'm on Big Time Rush's Instagram right now. So 5 days ago, they announced that they're going to be doing special fan events, aka acoustic shows, in 3 locations. They're going to be in College Park, Maryland, Columbus, Ohio, and Los Angeles, California. So They say in their Instagram post, and I quote, "We are truly blown away by how many of you wanted us to come visit. We have selected special locations in the cities that have made the most noise. It was so hard to choose." Okay, let's talk about that for a second. First of all, this was very shortly after they had announced this little contest. I don't even know if you can call it a contest.
Yeah, I remember seeing we both were like, we should do this, and like, I think I remember, last show I was saying I wanted to help film, and then our schedules were kind of a little wacky, like, I'll have a class, then you don't have a class. I have a break, and then that's during my break you had a class, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't speak, but I remember, like, we both wanted to get it done as soon as possible, because on the first post, they didn't say when it's done by, like when you should get your videos in.
They never mentioned that, but they did say, I think it was on Twitter, they responded to someone saying that there was no deadline. But even though they said there was no deadline, I wanted to get the video in as soon as possible just in case. But yeah, they did say that there was no deadline for these submissions. And so listen.
1 week later.
1 week later, they announced these 3 shows.
And the thing is, the shows are this week now then.
Yes. Oh, I didn't even mention. February 7th, 8th, and 10th are the acoustic shows.
Yeah, so like there was like no time to actually, I guess, get a video in, get it, try to get some like backup, like, people repost it or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was kind of upset. Well, not kind of, but like, because as we mentioned on the show, like we've had, when Big Time Rush came out with Paralyzed, we actually got our fan videos in. So like we're on their Instagram, like on their little compilation with the fan videos. So like I saved that on my phone. Like I'm so happy with that.
Love it.
We've gotten like a few mentions by Big Time Rush, like if they liked one of our videos. But I was just a little sad. I was definitely sad.
I don't know how much of this, how much of this I believe, but how much of it is like legit. I don't know, because from a booking standpoint, I don't book concerts for a living.
Yeah.
I'm a college student. I don't have time to do all that. But I have a feeling that you would have to book venues like months in advance.
Right.
If you're like a band, and they're going to some pretty popular places, and I'm pretty sure that the main consensus was that, so maybe they're just going to go to places that aren't as well known, maybe just like smaller places doing some like more intimate stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know if they would sell, like, I didn't know if these were free shows or you have to like sell tickets, like for example, say if they went to Monmouth, would we have to pay for it? Or I don't expect a free show, but I'm just saying, like, it was kind of vague, like say if they played in Ocean First Bank Center or the Great Hall, how many people would be allowed to go, and if it was covered by anything. It was kind of vague. I mean, I know the Maryland show is, I think, at the University of Maryland.
Yes.
So it's not like they're not playing college shows. And even if Monmouth is a private university, or we're not as big as, for example, Rutgers, we still have like a little stadium, like, well, not stadium, but like a little arena. So even if you needed like a crowd, you would have a crowd at the Ocean First Bank Center. It is pretty big.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they did open the shows to college students, and also because I did a little snooping around, and they also said things like, so our fan club members, and I think maybe people who have the app too, will also have the chance to get tickets for those acoustic shows. You know what? I don't know what to think about the whole situation. It seems pretty sketchy, and my favorite part of this post is that it says that they're going to be in LA for an intimate event at the Kia Forum. So
I don't know what that is.
let's look up the Kia Forum real quick. Let's see. What is the capacity of the Kia Forum? 17,000 people.
That doesn't sound like an intimate setting.
17,505 to be exact.
When I think of like an intimate setting, maybe like a couple hundred people or something. Like, so I don't know. Like, I feel like if you have an acoustic show like that, I don't know. It won't have like that same intimate feeling.
I don't know, because I think that is so hilarious. They're probably, I mean, to create the intimate setting, they're probably just not going to sell 17,000 tickets. But, you know, the fact that they just supposedly chose these places, and I don't think the time frame it just doesn't match up to me.
Well, also too, like, I didn't realize because they still are doing shows out of country, so like that's later in the month. So I feel like in a way I agree with you, and then at the same time I feel like, what if they were like, oh, we should have announced this earlier, because then they probably realized, well, maybe we have to do practice, you have to go out of the country.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of, instead of like, oh, these were chosen already. But we still love you, Big Time Rush.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that they're not going to do acoustic shows like down the line. They might still be looking. That might be why they said there was no deadline.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so like I think it was also too like how we were just very disappointed. Like we wanted them to come here.
And oh, go ahead. Finish.
Oh,
your thought.
no, you're good.
I was about to walk into a class when I saw your text, and you were like, no, because they, you know, in the post you didn't see the name Monmouth University, so I'm like about to go into a class, and I'm like, oh, no.
Because I usually gave you good news. Like every time I texted Elena, it was just me spamming, saying, Elena. Typed in a bunch of capital letters. They mentioned us. Elena, we were on their video.
It always happens to be like when I'm going somewhere that there's like some big piece of Big Time Rush news.
Yeah, it's always when I'm either going to school or I'm in a break, like between classes. I was like, Elena. This time it's like, aw, like, it's okay. We forgive you.
But yeah, I'm very happy for the people who do get the opportunity to go to these shows. I do think it's really cool what they're doing, and I hope that they decide to go more places and do more acoustic shows, because in general that's a great idea. But moving on from that topic, we're going to talk about something very exciting that's happening that they also announced yesterday. Go ahead, Emily. Do you want to mention it?
Yes. Big Time Rush is going on tour.
Yeah!
Yes!
Woo!
Wait, I think they announced it. Was it Monday?
Yeah.
It was.
And Monday was yesterday.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I literally forgot that Monday was yesterday. I keep being like, on Monday, and it was
today feels
yesterday.
like a Wednesday. I know we usually meet Tuesday, but I'm like, wait, today's Tuesday.
Yeah. But yeah, they're going on tour. Their Can't Get Enough tour this summer.
I'm so excited. And yeah. Oh no, go. Like I said, I thought today was a different day. I'm a little as a college student, I'm a little sleep deprived right now, but it's all good.
We're talking a lot about the reality of being a college student today.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be at the PNC Bank Arts Center.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Right here in Holmdel.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm so excited. And I actually, because our tickets go on sale to the general public Friday.
Yes.
And then if you go on their Instagram for whoever wants to go to like the PNC show, they have, I can't remember the code, but I know PNC did have like a little pre-sale code, so you can go Thursday. I don't know what time. Usually they say like 10 a.m. or something. But if you go on PNC Bank Arts Center's Instagram, they do have a code specific for the Big Time Rush show there. So if you want to go. And I kind of did a little I did a thing. We were talking about how with the acoustic shows that if you're a fan club member, you get to get first dibs. So if you're a fan club member for this, tickets went on sale this morning.
Yeah.
And I kind of did a no-no, and I became a fan club member, which, you know, it's not free. And I bought tickets.
I can't believe you did that.
Because I was afraid.
Oh my gosh.
Because like I know last tour they were at Madison Square Garden, and I know they are doing some New York dates, but PNC is like the most convenient one.
Yeah.
And I was afraid, well, what if I don't get tickets? What if this? Because
you're right.
Because even if you're not a fan club member, and if you get it during the general like public sale, people that have got them before, they would raise the prices astronomically.
Ugh.
And even when I was buying them, because if you're a fan club member, you get a specific code. And I was like on the phone with Elena. I was like, Elena, do you need anything? Because like I know we were talking about it, and like the tickets were kind of I mean, for PNC, yeah, they were a little pricey.
Yeah.
But I also think too it was like the demand, because when I bought tickets for me and Skylar, so we're gonna go see them, and but it was so weird because while I had them in my cart, it said the price went up by like $10. So
that's insane.
I think it had to do with not with Big Time Rush, because it's not like Big Time Rush is going to be like, you know, gonna raise it while you all are looking. So
oh, we got you now.
I don't know why that's making me laugh. I'm sorry. So stupid.
No, I just imagine like Big Time Rush themselves maliciously behind a computer.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, let's play with the ticket prices.
Yeah. Like,
oh, now they're up and now they're down.
Yeah, it was so. I think it was because this isn't because as you all know, like the whole Ticketmaster and Taylor Swift thing. This is Live Nation, so I think whatever algorithm it is, they probably saw a lot of people were buying it, and it was like I said, it was a certain price, and then it brought it up $10, which was kind of ridiculous, but it's fine. But I'm happy to be seeing them.
Yeah.
And should I mention the other thing?
Ooh, we'll talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
Because I do want to say on the other side of things, because me personally, this is the perspective of not a fan club member. So I'm not in the fan club, but I did hop into the pre-sale anyway, just to see, because sometimes they have like a couple of tickets available anyway. Sometimes they're just like out there. And again, yeah, the prices, it was a little pricey. So for me, a non-fan club member, so my game plan right now is to just wait until the pre-sale, and then if I still don't feel like getting tickets then the general sale. I'm just going to wait it out for now and just kind of see what happens. And it's a bit of a risk, but I'm willing to take it this time just because I was fortunate enough to see them twice on the Forever Tour. So I think this time, especially because I've never been to PNC before, I don't really know what it's like yet. But I do know that I would not be interested in getting lawn seats. That's the one thing.
I like PNC no matter where you sit. Like, if you've ever been to PNC before, I know my tickets are in section 400, so it is a little bit far. But no matter where you sit, it is small. It looks big, but it seems like no matter where you sit, you have a good spot. It's just the lawn tickets are, I think, $25 or $30, which isn't bad, but the lawn, if you've never been there before, like wherever you sit, you better get there, because it's not like you have a seat. And because like I remember I was in the lawn like years back for Panic at the Disco, and you have to like find a good spot. There are good spots on the lawn, but it could go either high up or you can be like where the gate is, like right before where the seats are.
Yeah.
So it's a risk there, but I think the ticket prices are probably going to get higher as like time goes on, only because if you have resale tickets, so some people sell them for a lot of prices, but even then I remember seeing, I think it was section 300 and it was like $120. So I think it's just based on demand, because like I said, right when I had it in my cart, it went up by $10, and so I know it's not anybody doing that. I know it's just, I guess, whatever the algorithm is and how Live Nation sees it. So I understand like you waiting. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, by the way, Elaine, I'm on the phone right now, I'm gonna buy the tickets. Like that's pressuring. And even if you decide tonight, you can always still use the code I gave you. I don't give the code to everybody, just letting you know. But like if you ever need it, just you have that there. And because I know down the line it's gonna be like astronomically priced. So
yeah, we'll just see what happens. Anyway, let's play some more music. Do you have anything that you would like to play?
Yes, I have this song, which as we were talking about, we have songs that we hear on 88.9 and we look them up. This is actually a song I heard on here, and it's called Heart of a Dancer by the Happy Fits. And that was Heart of a Dancer by the Happy Fits.
Next up, we've got Mad at the World by Heffron Drive. And that was Mad at the World by Heffron Drive. Okay, now it's time to reveal what type of purchase Emily made today.
Oh, God. I still regret it, but I usually save money. But like I try to save money for stuff before I do.
You know what? YOLO.
Yeah, exactly. And
YOLO.
My birthday's next week, so this is a birthday present. I'll just say it's a birthday present. So yeah, as I said, I bought Big Time Rush tickets for PNC, but I've wanted to do something ever since the show came out. So that was 2009. So wait, 2009, right?
Yeah.
8. So around 9 or 10, I've always was like, I want to meet Big Time Rush. Well, when I go to PNC, I'm going to be meeting Big Time Rush.
Yeah!
But as I said, I'm going with Skylar, and I was like, because like he never met Big Time Rush either. But I was like, you're not doing that, right? Because I don't want to like make him like think, oh, you got to buy it too. He's not meeting them, which is fine because I don't I don't expect somebody to like, hey, like by the way, put this much money out. So yeah, they do different VIP packages. So you have to buy your ticket first, and then you could get this because unless you don't have a ticket, you can't. But they have 4 different. I have my big laptop right here, and they have 4 different types of packages. I would never get the most expensive one, even though it's worth it. Like, it's like the one that's actually sold out of PNC. It's like over $1,000.
It's crazy.
You get a meet and greet. You get a pre-show. You get to hang out with Big Time Rush, a family or group photo with Big Time Rush, and whatever the Superstar VIP package is, which is this kind of the same thing. You get, and also you get to sit on the side for the first 3 songs. Let's see what else. A signed poster. So in a way, it's, I mean, not that I would ever spend $1,000, but you get a whole, like, you get to hang out with them, have your family there. That's like the one that's sold out. Like I said, I don't like saying how much I spend. I'm not saying it, but like there are 4 different types. I know there is one, which I don't really think I would do. I mean, well, obviously, like I said, I wouldn't spend nowhere close to $1,000, but they have one where you can meet Big Time Rush, but then it's like you take 3, oh my goodness, picture with 3 other people, and even if like, say if you're with like 3 other people, oh my goodness, 4 people all together, there we go. Like, say if you're meeting them with them, I feel like they're gonna, like, say if they take your like time, they're gonna say like, oh, like what if you try to talk and then they talk over you? And
oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Cause like it's just like I could think about that. Like, say if somebody like can be a little pushy, and like say if you're trying to talk to them and say, well, hey, look at me, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like I'm doing the one where you get to meet Big Time Rush just by myself, because like I said, I feel like if I did that, like the 3 other people, I think it would just be like, all right, I regret spending this money, because like I said, I would want to like have, not saying, oh, pay attention to me or anything, like it's just like 3 other people that I don't know. It's just how do I like Photoshop it out? I love people, but at the same time, it's like I don't know you.
Yeah, so it's totally worth it to do it by yourself, because I didn't even think of the fact that like you be sharing your meet and greet experience.
Yeah, so. Because it's like, I don't know, I don't think I would really, I don't know, it's just, I think I would get really annoyed. Like, I love people, but then at the same time, it's just, you spend the money, who knows, like, if one person will be pushy, like, because, if you're meeting Big Time Rush, it's your idols.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I think I would just get annoyed. I would be like, all right, this is not fair. I would not want a picture with somebody who's been giving me problems. But I am so excited. The thing that I've always wanted to do for years. I'm going to be 22 when that happens. Like, so it's been like something I've thought about for 12 years, meeting Big Time Rush, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm actually like so excited for you. Like, I almost got like emotional right now thinking about the fact that you're meeting Big Time Rush, because I'm so happy for.
Thank
oh my
you.
Gosh, this is such a huge deal. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you
so much.
I bought it during my class because like I was talking to my mom. I was like, should I do this? She's like, you're gonna regret it if you don't. And then I was asking my friend in the same class. She was like, do it.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, it was. I mean, it doesn't feel like I am yet because it's down the line in June. So it doesn't feel like it. And because I bought it during a class, I was like, oh, I bought it. Not like, but it was just because I was in school mode.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. So it is almost 4:00. So
No.
I would love to play one more song. And we're playing this song for a very, very specific reason. And you will find out right after it is done playing. So this song is off of the most recent Blue Hawk Records album. It's called Love You Better. The most recent compilation is called Queen of Hearts. It is the 21st edition, because I talk about Blue Hawk Records a lot, if you don't know. So This is the most recent compilation, as I said, and it's got amazing tunes. It is the first Blue Hawk Records compilation that has all female artists on it. So everyone, please enjoy the song. It is called Love You Better by Asia Jones.
And that was Love You Better by Asia Jones.
And if you enjoyed that song, we have some great news for you. So here comes the announcement that we've been talking about.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. We are doing a Valentine's Day giveaway.
Woo! We
are giving away one CD for the Queen of Hearts compilation, which Love You Better is on it, along with some other amazing songs.
Elena.
My song also happens to be on it. We're giving away one of those CDs, a Blue Hawk Records t-shirt, and a Blue Hawk Records pen. So you can find all the information on how to enter on our Instagram sometime later today. Our Instagram is at @E_WMCX. And if you check out the link tree in our bio, you'll find all of our social media there, and also some Google Forms if you want to be on the show, if you want to perform on the show as an artist. Definitely check out those things. And also head to our Instagram. Again, it's at @E_WMCX, because we do post-show live streams, and we're going to be doing one right after we say goodbye here. Yeah, that's all we got for today.
Yes, and one thing is, when does the giveaway end?
Oh my gosh, that's so important. Okay, so we're announcing the winner next week.
Next week. That's Valentine's Day,
yes,
guys.
Valentine's Day. So you'll be able to enter, I guess, up until like the day before Valentine's Day. So it'll close the day before Valentine's Day at midnight. So make sure that you do all the stuff to enter before that time. And we'll be sure to specify in the caption as well.
Yes, and let's see. Yeah, next week is our Valentine's Day show,
yes!
So it's perfect. We're going to announce the winner then, or before the show, whatever we do. This is our first time doing this.
So yes, I'm excited. If you want a Queen of Hearts CD and some Blue Hawk Records merch, definitely enter this giveaway. But yeah, that's all we have for today.
See you next week on Valentine's Day. Have a great night, everybody.